Wake Up Macon County.
Hello and welcome to Wake Up Macon County. I'm Brandy and we are located here in the beautiful Franklin, which is called the gem capital of the world, and it is located near the most western side of North Carolina, near Georgia. Today we have Mrs. Bird, and she's from the Beekeepers Association of Macon County. Welcome, Mrs. Bird.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to be here, Brandy. I have a funny story I heard as I was coming in about the gem capital of the world. I heard that there was a farmer, an older farmer, and he was out digging in his yard, and he found this big stone, and he used it as a doorstop for many, many years, and they just recently found out that it was a huge ruby.
Oh my gosh.
So who would have thought it? So I guess that Macon County is the gem capital of the world.
That is a funny story.
So very interesting. Well, I'm from the Beekeepers Association, and we're here to make our famous apricot honey oat bar. And it's actually made with sourwood honey, and it's something that's interesting, Brandy, is that the sourwood tree, it only grows in Macon County and it's northern Georgia. So the bees, they get the pollen from the trees, and then we get honey from the bees, from the beehive. So we're going to be making our oat bars from that.
Oh, nice.
So we'll try it later. I'll let you
Yeah.
taste it. It has kind of a buttery flavor. Very interesting taste. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay. That sounds great.
All right, well, it's very simple. It's 1½ cups of oatmeal. They're very healthy. They're very nutritious. So we have 1½ cups of oatmeal. We have 1/3 cup of low-fat. That's good for our waistline. Low-fat yogurt. So we'll put that in there. And then we have 2 tablespoons of flour. I went ahead and put all these out so it's easy for us.
Right, okay, great.
We have 2 tablespoons of wheat germ. And did you know that wheat germ adds a lot of good nutrients that we need?
Oh, great.
So we have, like I said, they're very healthy. And we have 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we have 3 tablespoons of butter, the best part, besides the honey, of course. We have 3 tablespoons of butter, and then we have the apricots, 1/2 cup of apricots. You have to chop them up very small so that every bite you get just a little bit of the apricot. And then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to let you mix this up if you don't mind. That's my recipe there. Just make sure I get it all.
Okay.
And then we're going to have 2 egg whites. Do you know how to do egg whites?
No, I always get them all messed up. So.
Okay, well we cut them in, we break them, and then we very carefully separate them back and forth until all the egg white goes in there.
Well, that's fun.
Isn't that fun? Usually I do a pretty good job. So there's one, and we have one more. Here we go. There's the other one. Back and forth. That egg yolk stays right in the shell. Try to get as much as we can. Okay, if you don't mind mixing that up really good.
Sure.
And then we need 1/3 cup of honey. We're going to use this delicious honey here. Now I want to show you a trick also. Since honey is very sticky, you know.
Yeah.
You can take Pam and you can spray the inside of the measuring cup, and then it comes out very smooth.
Oh.
So would you like to try this before?
Sure.
This is the honey, but it's a little bit different than what you're used to.
Okay, let me try it.
I like that.
That's really
It is good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's funny. You kind of taste the wood in there, don't you?
It is fun.
Okay, we have 1/3 cup of the honey.
And you use a lot of it too, huh?
I think it's 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup is part of me. Honey, pour that in. See how fast that comes out?
Wow.
And it's kind of a light amber color too.
That's a great trick.
Scoop it out just a little bit more. All right. So you mix that up really good, and I'm going to get the pan here. You take the pan. Mix it up. So after it's all mixed up, we put it in. I've already sprayed this pan. And you need to spray it really good or it'll stick, and then it'll be very hard to get our cookies out. So it's mixed up. Pour it in there. And we preheated the oven for 325 degrees, so it's all ready to go. Oh, want to get it all. Okay. Spread it around. and they don't rise. You don't have any baking soda or baking powder in them, so they don't rise. They just become like this flat bar, kind of like a granola bar. And with all the healthy oatmeal and apricots and wheat germ, that's what we get. Delicious, healthy flour.
And we put it in the oven.
Yep.
For how long?
For 25 minutes.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, while Mrs. Bird is putting that in the oven and it's baking, we'll go out to Mark Sunny Bird. He's in the Nantahala National Forest, and they're doing a dog walk for the Franklin Animal Shelter. Off to you, Mark.
We're out here in the Nantahala National Forest. We're going to be talking about the annual dog walk to raise money for the Macon County Animal Shelter. But before we do that, just real quick, it's going to be a beautiful week this week. Sunny, high in the 60s, low in the 30s, but we shouldn't have any rain or anything, so y'all can get out and hike and hunt and have a great time this week. So let's get on with the talk about the dog walk. Hi, what's your name and what are you guys here for?
Hi, I'm Chloe. This is my mom. We are from the Southern Highlands. My Scottish ancestors settled here in the 1800s. Macon County was formed in 1828. They were the ones that gave the name Southern Highlands. This area has lots of history, but is also one of the three main locations besides Burma and Thailand for hunting gems like rubies and sapphires.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going to have to do some gem hunting this week. So what's your name and where do you guys like to take your dogs for the walk?
I'm Kim, and we like to go hiking. Our favorite place to go is the Bridleville Falls. It is one of the 4 falls that they have. It's about 15 feet wide and has it drops into a pool 120 feet below. It is one of our favorite places to go, though, is go behind on the back road and go behind the falls. It makes us feel like we're walking under the falls, but we're actually not getting wet.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to do some gem hunting this week and walk in the Bridle Falls Park. So we're going to turn it back to you, Brandy, but everyone have a great week. Thanks.
Thank you, Mark. It sounds like it's going to be great weather outside for the weekend. I can smell those cookies baking.
I think they're ready.
All right, let's see how they're doing.
All right, here we go. Yummy. Looks delicious.
Oh my gosh, those look so good.
We're going to go ahead and cut them. Got my knife here. So you cut them into squares.
Okay.
And you take them out. Would you like to try one?
Oh, of course.
Well, let me put it here first. You want to put it on a nice plate. You want your presentation to look nice, of course. There we go. All right, here you go, Brandy. Would you like to try one?
Yes. They look so good. Oh my gosh. They're delicious. You can really taste the sourwood honey in them.
And don't they taste good with the apricot?
Oh yeah, very good. Well, that concludes our day on Wake Up Macon County. Thanks for joining us. Mrs. Bird, thank you for the great recipe.
It was my pleasure.
Yeah. Next week, we are going to have Charlie Parker here to share information about the mines scattered throughout the valleys and mountains of Macon County and what types of gems can be found there. Thanks for joining us today. Bye-bye.